Hi guys, Beth here, aka Mediagirl94. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my March manga haul. The month of March is over, which means you get another video where I share with you guys the manga that I bought the month of March. As I said in my February manga haul, I want to do these more frequently. I kind of took a break from collecting manga, but I'm back. So without further ado, before we begin, if you'd like to support me and the channel in the future, you can by clicking a like to show me some love. You can click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified when I upload on this channel. Enough rambling, let's just dive straight into my March manga haul. In total, I have collected mangas for 5 series. Now, also, if you haven't checked out my February one, I'm going to just explain now in my March manga haul. But I used to collect manga willy-nilly, but then I kind of sold a bunch and I've decided to only complete series, that I'm obsessed with. So, a lot of these videos going forward, you're going to see volumes of the same series because I have dedicated myself to collecting it. And well, the first series which got a major pickup this month was Fire Force. That's right, I said in my February manga haul that I was going to go on a spending spree for Fire Force because I believe there are 34 volumes and I want to say the series is over, and I have 5 volumes here. I have volume 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33. I know what you're thinking, Beth, you're like one volume off completing this series, but there is a reason why I haven't got volume 34 is the shop where I usually buy my manga. The spine for volume 34 was damaged on like the 3 copies that they had on the shelf, and I was like, ugh, I don't really like a damaged spine on my manga because I like it to look pretty on my shelf when I'm looking at it. So I'm unsure if I'm going to just wait for like a nicer copy to come along or if I'm going to buy it on Amazon, because in the past I've had 50-50 experiences with Amazon in terms of spines being damaged. But yeah, enough about I like clean spines. Fire Force is one of my favourite series. Like, I've committed all the way to the end. It's from the creator of Soul Eater. There's firefighters, there's demons, fire demons, people with fire powers to take out the demons. There's good guys, there's bad guys, there's different divisions, there's drama, there's action, there's betrayal, there's friendship. It's got everything. This is a series that, I hadn't even heard of. I'd heard of Soul Eater because I love that anime. I actually haven't read the manga in a long time, so I probably should go back and read it. But Fire Force was just something that I came across randomly on Crunchyroll, like when the first series came out. And I binged the first series of the anime and I was like, okay, I'm interested. And well, here we are 33 volumes later. Oh, it has been a journey and I'm just happy, that it's coming to an end because these volumes got a lot more expensive with each volume that got released. There was a small price increase, and that usually happens with manga. If you look at like some of like the early volumes, not just of Fire Force, but other series that I've got on my shelf, usually they start off like quite low, $6.99, $7.99. Usually then the price goes up if it gets an anime adaptation, and then if it gets multiple seasons, if it gets a film, if it gains popularity, the prices just keep skyrocketing to the point where this was $10.99 per volume, so I bought 5. But luckily the shop I go to, they have 3 for 2, so you buy 3, you only pay for 2 and you get the cheapest one free. And actually, even though I bought 5, one of the later volumes of another series that I love that I did buy, I got that one free because it was cheaper. So yeah, I've spent a lot of money. I've sunk a lot of money into this series. But if you just want like a really unique series that's got like amazing artwork, like characters, like world building, then check out Fire Force. Just don't be put off by the angry cover. The cover's definitely changed significantly over the time. I think I prefer some of like the earlier covers just because they were less angsty and less like in your face. But yeah, Fire Force, check it out. The next series pickup is Tokyo Revengers, and these are like the 2-volume omnibuses. We have volume 7 and 8 with Baji on the cover, one of my favourite characters. We have 9-10 with Mitsuha. I want to say I'm saying his name right. He is adorable. Love his little sisters. And then we have volume 11 and 12 with Hakai. Even though for like the longest time when I was watching the anime and I was watching the English like dub, I thought they called him Hawkeye, and I was like, he doesn't have a bow and arrow. But yeah, so 3 volumes, like with the Full Metal Alchemist omnibus where they put 3 volumes, Tokyo Revengers, you're getting bang for your buck because you're getting 2 volumes for the price of 1. There are a lot of chapters, like that's why it's a pretty like substantial size, so you know it's very nice, very difficult to find like a place to put it because can't really fit that many volumes on the shelf. But like these next 3 volumes, or I say 3, 6 volumes that I picked up, pretty much are two or three of like the story arcs, you know, that are in the anime. You have the Valhalla fight, you have like the Christmas fight, which is pretty big. That's also just been in the game, the Tokyo like Revengers like puzzle game on like the English server. That was like a couple of months ago. It was definitely this year because I paid some money for the gacha element so I could have all the characters. But yeah, Tokyo Revengers, pretty much like street gangs in Japan. Lots of drama, lots of action, lots of death. Spoiler alert, but I'm not going to say what happens because there's time jumps, you know, to go into the past, go into the future. Things that happen in the future need to be changed in the past, but by changing things in the past you change the future. Who lives? Who dies? Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? Tokyo Revengers will have you questioning a lot of things. It is well written. The characters all have unique personalities that, you know, you kind of like fall in love with. And like they're really good at making you hate certain characters, but then at the same time feeling very sympathetic towards others. I've loved all the arcs so far. Yes, I have watched the anime before I even picked up the manga, so the anime I've just ended with the Tenjuku arc, which I believe is within the next 6 volumes of the manga, so this is one of the series I watched the anime first, but it's very faithful adaptation. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, like I said in my February manga haul, but I had friends that loved it, but I didn't watch Tokyo Revengers when it first came out, so I'm kind of late to the game. But now it's one of my favourite series and I'm shoving it down a lot of people's throats. Some people don't like the certain like story elements. I'm not going to go into spoilers, and I can understand some people's frustrations within the fan base, but a series isn't going to appease everyone. People are going to love things, they're going to hate things, but for me right now I'm in love with Tokyo Revengers, so I highly recommend it. And the final 3 volumes of manga that I want to share with you are just like single volume pickups. Up first we have Seraph of the End, volume 28. We had volume 27 in February. You've got volume 28, kind of like Fire Force. This is a series that I have committed to. Each time I see a new volume of the manga, I just have to buy it. I also feel like a broken record. Vampires, humans, who's good, who's bad, war is bad, drama, betrayal, magical weapons, friendship. Yeah, It is all in this series. It is also an anime, so if you want to check out the anime first, I'll just say this now that I actually prefer the manga to the anime. The anime is not bad. It is good for like the adaptation that it got, but I'm kind of mad that the anime kind of finished where it did, because I felt like just as it was picking up, that's when they were like, yeah, we're not going to give it like a third season, so you've kind of got to continue with the manga. It's well written. I love the characters. I hate certain characters, but I'm not going to do any spoilers. Seraph of the End. Vampires. They made them cool again. The second to last volume of manga is Kuma 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 Bear Volume 5. Now this is like a cute, like light-hearted series. I picked up Volume 4 in my summer manga haul last year, and it is... If you've watched a lot of anime, I'm going to tell you pretty much the basics. You have the main character. She is transported to another world, a fantasy world that's kind of set in the past. She has a bear onesie that gives her like magical powers. There's a black side, there's a white side, lots of shenanigans, and she's kind of very overpowered. And she kind of like is befriending all these like cute little kids to the point where you go like, if anything happens to these little kids, I will start a riot. For me, I've tried to get a few friends into this series, and they kind of haven't really liked the characters. I've had some friends go, it's a little bit childish, but if you know the trope of someone goes into another world, then you're kind of expecting that. This is also adapted from like a light novel, and sometimes those light novel adaptations can be a bit of like a slug, but it's just like every time I see a new volume, I pick it up because I'm like, it's a feel-good read, and you know, it will tide me over to the next volume. So if you want cuteness, you want bears, you want friendship, you want a little bit of drama, then check out Kuma 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 Bear. Try and say that like 5 times. And the final manga volume I picked up this month is Those Not So Sweet Boys Volume 4. This is a series that is kind of like Kuma 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 Bear in regards of, you know, it's cute, it's not dramatic, it's not like Fire Force, it's not like Tokyo Revengers, it's not like Seraph of the End. You have a female lead. She got caught doing a job, and the school was like, no, 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 you can't do that, but instead of expelling you, we're going to make sure, you know, you've got to befriend these 3 guys and make them come to class because they don't come to class. But as the volumes picked up, Midori, who is the lead, she's kind of fallen and has like a crush on some of the characters. And well, if you've read anything like this kind of series before, you kind of know where it's gonna go. There's gonna be confessions, it's gonna be cute, but then there's gonna be drama because maybe some of the other boys like her and they're like, oh, how dare you confess, I'm gonna ruin your confession. Yeah, it's like a nice, simple read. You don't have to think too much about it. The characters are well written. You can kind of know some of the plot points that are kind of coming up. I've read a lot of like these type of series in the past, so I'm kind of like, okay, I kind of know what's coming, but there has been the occasional plot twist, so you know, it's not entirely going down like the tropes of what you would expect from this series. There are a few plot twists, and I'm like, okay, it keeps it fresh and it keeps it modern. It's also pretty expensive. I didn't think this series would be so expensive. So, hey ho, like I said, manga prices are all over the place, but I'm going to continue to pick up this series just because if I want a bit of light in the darkness, I'm going to check out Those Not So Sweet Boys, because Those Not So Sweet Boys might be a little bit sweet. So there we have it, guys and girls of the internet. That was just my March manga haul, manga collection video. That's a little bit of a mouthful. I hope you guys learned something about me and, well, my tastes in manga. If you have any recommendations for manga or anime that you want me to check out, the comments is the place to go. I am not too fussed when it comes to genre. I will check out pretty much anything under the sun, and if I like it, I will continue it. I will give things a chance. so you know I'm not too fussed on genre. In the comments below, you know, have you read any of the series you know that I have been picking up? Share your thoughts, but no spoilers, in the comments below. Let's just wrap up this video before I continue to ramble. If you'd like to support me and the channel in the future, you can by clicking a like to show me some love. You can click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified when I upload on this channel. At the end of this video, you can check out my last 2 videos or playlist depending what mood I'm in when I'm editing this. Until next time, I'm Beth, Mediagirl94. Goodbye.